I can explain this. I should explain this. In those of you who are here on Kirsten's agenda, I don't know how we're going to cut this together, but it was my birthday, and that didn't work out how I thought it was going to.
Kirsten's Agenda is the name of my show. It's a way to make art and learn stuff and grow. There will be lots of segments and maybe some guests. 10 minutes of deep breath, that is my quest. Opening up is a really good place to start. Kirsten's Agenda.
We are here in my trailer at a job I work at because sometimes you got to do Kirsten's Agenda at lunchtime. And if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. Shirley Chisholm, who I love. Okay, so Kirsten's Agenda. We have this week, because again, trying to smush it together because, look, I'm not going to be able to do these things great all the time, but I can do them. Like, I might not be able to do them like slick. I might not wear a different t-shirt at every intro, but I might do 2 intros today and you'll be like, she looks the same from that. It's because it's the same day, because we're trying to do it. We're trying to do it. Now, one of the things that is afoot is this block the merger. Hashtag block the merger. Or at the 1A committee on Instagram, blockthemerger.com.
Look that up.
We had a conversation with Marj. Here she is. Marj. Hard J. Names. I tell you what, I have a time with them. We talked about merger stuff. Super interesting. The stuff she said about toothpaste, I keep thinking about. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. So go learn. Here we go. We're gonna let Miss Piggy's leg bring us into the interview. Here it goes. Hi. Yeah.
Oh, we are here today with Marjan Safinia, and please tell us who you are, what you are, tell us what.
Why am I here?
What are you passionate about right now? Why are you here? Yes.
I'm a documentary filmmaker, long time. And also I spend a lot of time organizing in the field of documentary because it's such a wonderful field and we do such great work with the most amazing people, but the structures in which we work are really broken. And so I call myself a filmmaker and a troublemaker.
The whole town knows at least the phrase block the merger. They've been sent an Instagram post saying, repost this. And I am telling you that I will be at my work, and there are people I work with, crew members, there are actors, there is sometimes me, because someone literally 2 days ago said to me, why is it bad? And I've actually heard actors who have steady jobs say, Kirsten, it's really not bad. It's really actually gonna. And when this person said, why is that bad? I know it's not good. I know why we have antitrust laws and that they shouldn't be broken. But I don't know. I know and I don't know. So when I went to go say, well, because, and I had to look up the block of the merger thing, and I'm reading off things, and I want us more as a community, because it does affect Los Angeles so deeply, to know in our bones why this is bad.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think we're all creatives and we're all like learning about antitrust law out of necessity, right? I'm not an antitrust lawyer either. And I've been hitting the books and the Google and the calls with lawyers to try to understand. Here's what I can tell you what I've understood. I live in LA too, like you, and I know that our town has been on a downslide, right? Whether it's strikes, whether it's the threats of AI, whether it's just lack of courage that has been creeping in. So first thing that's important is that we're not coming into a perfectly functioning system with this enormous potential blow. There are fewer and fewer places for us to pitch work, to sell work, to trade. This person's interested against this person who's interested. Inevitably, what happens is there's a downward pressure on our budgets, on our ability to make sales. And we become sort of more and more pinched in, and the creatives lose whatever little bit of control and power that we have, which is actually really important for us to remember, that none of this happens without our creative work. To me, it feels like an attempt to seize control over our access to information, right? So that it's not kind of it's not an open marketplace of ideas.
Because one big place, even though we have all these different names, this one big place owns it. So if they're the ones who are doling out the money, they get to say, we've decided what news is. We've decided what appropriate information.
Exactly. And we've decided what storylines are acceptable or not, because we live in this highly politicized environment where stories about women's reproductive health have become politicized. So it's not just like big, bad, anti-Trump, all that.
Yeah.
It's really stories about immigrants, right, have become politicized. So it's our ability to be able to make and sell work to folks who are not going to be fearful of also losing their jobs if they take one of our bids, right, or one of our pitches. Yeah. So it creates this kind of concern about viewpoint suppression. This merger is part of a much broader trend in our country of consolidation, right? I don't even think it's that much about money, because this family doesn't need to get richer. They have more money than they'll ever be able to spend, which makes me think it's very much about power, right? But as consumers in the world, we are offered the illusion of choice. I didn't grow up in this country. I grew up in England. And when I came here and I would go to the drugstore to buy toothpaste or whatever, I'd be like overwhelmed, because there's like an entire aisle of toothpaste, right? In England, there's like 3. You pick.
That's what they say about when I go to Canada too. That is so interesting. The illusion
It's an illusion, because when you then go backwards, whether it's the toothpaste aisle or it's your pharmacy benefits manager or it's your healthcare provider, you go backwards and you realize that everything is controlled by a handful of companies. So one other thing that I think is worth mentioning is that the UK has not yet signed off on this deal. And actually, it affects a bunch of their channels too, including Channel 5, where they get news, including access to football, which UK is a football nation, right? Children's programming, all sorts of areas are also impacted in the UK. They are currently looking at this. There's been a narrow antitrust lane that they've been looking at it through for some time. And their culture secretary, who has a much broader remit, has said that she's minded, is the word that she used, minded to intervene, meaning her concerns are really about this idea of plurality, of voices, of viewpoints, etc., that are in the public interest. And that's her domain. Right now, if you go to blockthemerger.com/UK, if you have people in England, are in England, we've made a one-click, simple way for you to contact Secretary of Culture, Lisa Nandy, and let her know that you're concerned about your access to these things that you care about. We think that she will be making some kind of a statement at the end of next week. So we have a short time window right now to make sure that Lisa Nandy knows how folks in the UK think. So if you have friends in the UK, bug them. blockthemerger.com/UK.
Thank you. Thank you for your glasses game being so strong.
They glow in the dark, Kirsten.
Okay, even stronger than I thought. What a pleasure. Thank you so much. Where can people find more about you and what you're doing?
I like to keep a little bit hidden, even though I'm out here on your YouTube. So the best places to go is to Block the Merger, and to also to follow the Committee for the First Amendment. They put out great stuff on Instagram. It's 1A Committee on Instagram. And Future Film Coalition is a new organization, an umbrella sort of organizing organization for indies and docs, and their Future Film Coalition on Instagram. And there's a lot of content coming out there. So even doing the least barrier of a reshare and a post to your story is really valuable in helping us reach wider audiences to hear all of this. So those are two easy Instagrams to follow and repost from there.
Wonderful. I look forward to doing that. We can all do that immediately after watching this. We can all go to the Robert Reich thing and do that. There's so many different ways that we can do and remain a cool kid in the best way. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kirsten, for having me. I appreciate
it.
My
pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you whoever gave me this biggie keychain for making that happen. What else do I have to share to you? Paget Brewster gave me this color wheel. She thinks I'm a summer. Is someone really your friend if they don't know that you're a winter? She is. She's a winter too. Okay, you guys. We're in that part of life where I feel like it's all failing. It's all failing, but it's not. It just feels like it's failing. Because what's that word? Is there a word for that? When it feels like it's failing, fail feeling? But but it's not. It just feels like it. We'll get there. I don't even think we know where where is yet, or there is yet, but we will get where there is. Not today, but this is all part of it. Goodbye.